I don't know when he got here, but he's been sleeping there and he's been such a good boy. Haven't you? And of course, now that I say that, he's going to be all over the place. And realize how bad the light is in the back. So I am so sorry. Head is a little bit too small, I think. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Savannah and I run a small business crochet boutique called 99% Coffee. So I got my new tags in today and I got these from Vistaprint. They were actually a really good deal. I was going to get them from Gotprint, but I had some issues with the pricing and just in general their system, so maybe I'll try them next time, but for now I'm sticking with Vistaprint. This is what the new tags look like. They have a little space on the front for the name as well as the birthday, which I like to give all of my plushies. And on the back, I have two little spaces, one for a price and then one for a SKU, or for like if it's a small or a medium plushie. And then over here, it has little check boxes where I can check whether or not the toy is safe for 3 or under, or if the toy is safe for babies, or if it's safe for like children over 3 years old. And then at the bottom, it has my little QR code, so that way people can easily find my link tree to find cleaning instructions, frequently asked questions, and other things like that. The main problem that I had with my old tags, I had issues with people not knowing that there was a birthday on the back of the tag, and I also had, this is more of an issue with myself, but I kind of hoped that the logo would be more visible. However, with the old version of the tags, the logo was behind the name tag of each plushie, so I was not a huge fan of that. I also didn't like having to fill out every single time 100% polyester. All of my toys are made out of polyester for the most part, polyester yarn. So I went ahead and put that as a FAQ on my page instead, so people can still easily find that information. And then on the back of the name tag, I also had some information on whether or not the toy had a choking hazard or if it was safe for children under 3 years old. I did change that on the new tags, so that way I just check a box instead of actually having to switch out the tags themselves, because it was just kind of a pain having to have so many different tags for different plushies and then having to adjust that later on. So this afternoon I'm tagging these little ghosts. These are the ghosts that are going to be going to the consignment store. These are all the leftovers from the Adopt a Pet event from last week. So if you are looking for information on how I did there, what I did for the event, you can check out the vlog that is posted already. But these guys are going to be going to the market today. I have, well, not today. They'll be going tomorrow. Today I'm just tagging them and everything, getting them ready to go. But I have 18 of them. And this is just the ghosts with the hat sets. I'm not actually using any of the ghosts that didn't have hats because I don't really want to sell those ones. I only have one extra ghost, to be fair. And that extra ghost I'm just going to keep as a reference, so next year I know like what part of the little metal snap I used for the ghost and I don't end up with like reverse ghosts or something weird like that. So that is going on my bookshelf, but the rest of these guys are going to the consignment store tomorrow, and I'm also putting my new tags on these guys because why not? Normally I do use up what I have already, but since I have products, what is going on with the sun? Since I have products that don't use my plushie tags, I'm just gonna save the old tags for those, like my pumpkins, maybe some Christmas trees at Christmas time. Just a few of those little things that I don't give names, because at least that way I don't have just a blank name and a blank birth date on them. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those for that, and then I'll just start using these new tags now, which will be a little bit weird at first, but it's fine. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, October 17th at 6:30 in the morning. My cat woke me up at exactly 5 o'clock this morning, so I might be a little bit tired. I've just been kind of laying in bed and not doing anything for the best half of the morning. He wakes me up every morning at 5 o'clock. I cannot wait until he gets out of his kitten stage. Today's agenda is mostly just finishing up these little Loveys that I started yesterday. I did get 3 of these guys done. I got 1 bunny, and then I've got 2 dinosaurs. These are all Mama Made Minis patterns. And today, I've got 2 more dinosaurs to finish, and I might also start one of the raccoons. The raccoons just came out, I think, yesterday. I like to do the mini sizes. They're a little bit smaller, a little bit more affordable for people in my area, and just affordable in general, because the bigger sizes are a little bit too big. I feel like, to sell them at a good price, and also I don't think I have enough patience to do the big ones. So I think I'm just gonna stick to the mini ones. But I've got those to do today, and then another thing that I want to plan on doing, not today, but maybe this weekend, is to finish up some inventory from what I have left over from my last market. I have 1 big bag of stuff, and I have another bag full of, like, I'd say half full of the little things. So I do want to do that this weekend. Maybe I'll record that and then we can make that into another video or something. I know that I sold out of turtles. Not sold out. I know that I sold quite a few of the mini turtles, and I know that I sold all of the love cats. So I definitely need to restock love cats. Birds, the little chubby birds that I have, and I'll put a picture here. Those sold really well, so I have to remember to restock those. And I'm also doing a little bit of a different thing with those, where I'm doing penguins and eagles, I think, this season. So I need to adjust the pattern for eagles, but I've already done the pattern for I've already done the adjustments for the penguin, and they turned out really cute. So I think that they'll be a big hit. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on these 2 Loveys. Hopefully I'll have the bodies done by the time that I start work. I start work at 8 today, well, every day. But I start work at 8, so I have about an hour and a half to finish up 2 dinosaur bodies. So I might be able to do that. I mean, they're not that big. I might have to do the tail later, but I think I can do the bodies this morning, at least. So we'll see if I can get that done. So it's 10:30, and I am on my 15-minute break from work. So I thought that I would post an update. I only got 1 done this morning. And I also came to the realization that I did mess up big time. Last night, my brother and I realized that we were out of coffee, and I ordered some maybe 3 days ago, and I was like, okay, it'll be here Friday. Turns out it's not going to be here until Tuesday, so I might have to make an emergency run to Meijer or somewhere to pick up some coffee in the meantime, but hopefully that comes in quick. Maybe it's just the whole coffee taste makes me more productive. I don't know, but that's just what I'm gonna say. Also, an update. I've got such a sleepy boy back there. I don't know when he got here, but he's been sleeping there, and he's been such a good boy. Haven't you? And of course, now that I say that, he's going to be all over the place. So, 12 p.m. update. I'm on lunch now. I did end up making myself a little cup of coffee. It's decaf, but hopefully it'll help me be a little bit more productive. I really don't feel that productive this morning, so hopefully that helps a little bit. Yes, Mikey. So I'm gonna feed him his lunch because he's freaking out. And I'm probably not going to really do any more Loveys right now. I actually just started editing this video and realized how bad the light is in the back. So I am so sorry that you guys have to deal with this. I'll try to remember for next video to not record like this, if that makes sense, or at least record in an area with better lighting. I didn't realize it was that bad until I actually started recording, so sorry about that. Good morning, happy Thursday. Nope, it is not Thursday, it is Saturday. And I know that because I actually went out and did all of my errands today. It's been a few days since I last recorded. If you remember, or I guess you will remember because of the videos before this, My plan this weekend, or this week rather, was to do a bunch of Loveys. That did not end up happening. And here is why. I started working on this mint chocolate chip butterfly dragon, and she's so cute. I love her. I actually ran out of this green yarn, which doesn't happen very often. I usually don't run out of specific colors of yarn because I usually have a decent stock on hand. But I've been trying to do better about using the yarn that I have and not hoarding it. So I had to run out to Michael's today and pick up some yarn for this beauty, so I'm going to go ahead and finish her up today. And then maybe I'll work on some Loveys. I don't know. I told myself I was going to work on Loveys this weekend, or this week rather, and that fell off pretty hard, so we'll see if that ends up happening. But I'm so excited. She is so cute. She is my first time actually spending 5+ hours on a project, so we'll see how much longer it takes. I think I'm at the 5 hour and 20-minute mark right now, and that's because I started working on this one ear yesterday. And this is how much I lost at Yarn Chicken. I literally just have 2 ears to finish and she's done. And I have this much yarn from that ball. So that's why I had to run to Michael's this morning. Thankfully they had the color I needed. They don't have the brown, and I'm running out of the brown, but I can at least order this one. This is what I use for the cats and what I'm planning to use for some dogs for market prep. So I definitely do need to get some brown because I also do not have any brown. So that is going to go on my to-do list for next week. But I'm going to go ahead and finish up this dragon, maybe record some vertical reel content for it, and then go from there. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. It is 9:30 in the morning. Today will probably be, well, this will probably be the last update for this week on my market prep week. It ended up really derailed. Let me kind of explain real quick. So in an earlier clip, I had mentioned how I wanted to finish up some Loveys this week and how I wanted to have enough to restock like the store and have some for markets this season. Well, I did not do that. I still have just these little bunny and the raccoons with their strings still dangling. And I still only have these 3 dinosaurs with their strings still dangling. I had a plan to actually do a bunch of these and just have a ton of Loveys ready to go for market season so I don't have to do them later. Which, by the way, this little raccoon is so cute. I love it. I love how he turned out. I didn't have a light gray, so I used like little speckled. I think it's New Sunday Times or something by Bernat Blanket, but it turned out super cute. But yeah, so I only have those little Loveys ready to go. Not even ready to go. I only have those made right now. That was my plan this week. It didn't happen. And this is partially why it didn't happen. I did almost finish my butterfly dragon, my mint chocolate chip butterfly dragon. I did these little wings last night. I think that they turned out super cute. I do need to do some more like little white dots here, and then on the ears as well. I know the pattern calls for just putting like random little speckles, but I thought the little dots looked really cute, and I think some little dots might look good on the green on the inside, so I might try to do that too. I guess we'll see. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do it. And then I did the belly as well. Belly I'm not going to put any speckles on, but I think that turned out really cute. I ended up modifying it because I wasn't a huge fan of how it was on the pattern itself, so I just modified it a little bit. I think it looks really good. But the other thing that I started working on is this little elephant. I say little, he's not that little. He's actually quite large. I meant for him to be little, but It is what it is. I didn't use a pattern for it. I just kind of freehanded it, and you can kind of tell because the head is a little bit too small, I think. I'm gonna have to fix that if I decide to make more of these elephants. But I think he turned out really cute so far. He still needs one ear, and I just need to sew it on. I did forget to put safety eyes on. So I guess he's gonna have embroidered eyes. Because I don't know if you can really put safety eyes in afterwards. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So I'm just gonna do embroidered eyes and just call that a day. But I think he turned out really cute. He's got those little white hooves. I love it. I love this little guy. Hooves, feet. Elephants don't have hooves, do they? But I'm going to cut it off there. That is all the projects that I did this week for market prep. Obviously, I didn't get a lot done. I'm hoping next week I can get a little bit more done. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and finish up that elephant. And probably finish up the embroidering on the butterfly dragon. I do want to finish that up so I can be done with it. It took, I think, like 6 hours, and I've never spent that long on a pattern before. Is it worth it? Yes. Is it gonna sell fast? No. It's probably just gonna be my little buddy for the next, like, 2 years before it sells. But I am going to keep it with me anyway. I think it'll be a good showstopper, so I'm not too upset about that. And if it doesn't sell, then I get to keep it for my collection. So I'm not gonna complain too much about that, but he did take a long time compared to my normal patterns. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I am planning on doing a few other videos in the coming weeks that aren't market prep related or market related because my next market is November 30th, so I still have like a month and a half until then. But I have seen some comments on a previous video that I think might be a really fun video to do, so be sure to stick around for that. Be sure to leave a comment down below if you have any ideas that you want to see from me. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.